A man was knocked to the ground by a giant mosquito. Before he could react, the mosquito suddenly pierced his chest with its proboscis and frantically sucked his blood. No matter how much he struggled in agony, the mosquito refused to let go. The man's profession was a pest exterminator. Whether it was a cute and harmless large spider or a hard-working and dedicated little ant, he would mercilessly crush them to death. One day, he was invited to an abandoned factory for work. A rich man wanted to demolish the place and build a luxury house there. However, a group of homeless people living inside refused to leave. Therefore, he hoped that the man could eliminate this group of homeless people like exterminating pests. At first, he firmly refused this unreasonable request, but when he saw the remuneration offered by the rich man, he was instantly blinded by the huge sum of money. He eventually agreed to take on this business. That night, he quietly snuck into the factory. Just as he was hesitating whether to pour the poison into the soup, he was accidentally discovered by a homeless person who had gotten up to go to the bathroom. The two immediately got into a fight on the spot. In desperation, he took out the poison and stuffed it into the homeless person's mouth. Seeing the homeless person lying on the ground, foaming at the mouth, he hurriedly fled the scene in fear. However, he forgot that another bottle of poison had fallen into the soup. The next day, when he drove past the factory, he found that the homeless people inside had all died from poisoning. He quickly called the rich man to demand payment, but unexpectedly, the other party's phone was out of service due to unpaid fees. From that day on, he would have terrible hallucinations every day. Either he would be bitten on the arm by a large rat while sleeping, or he would suddenly be attacked by a giant mosquito while working. Soon, he was tortured to the point of nervous breakdown by these hallucinations. Having no choice, he went to see a psychologist for help. Under the guidance of the doctor, he quickly fell asleep and relaxed. But when he woke up, he found that he had become as small as an insect. He hurriedly begged the psychologist in front of him for help, but the doctor mistook him for an insect, picked up a magazine, and directly swatted at him. It wasn't until he was completely flattened that she stopped. In the end, the man suffered the same fate as those insects crushed to death by him.